When conducting legal due diligence on a Vietnamese company, the first set of documents reviewed are the corporate records. These include the business registration certificate, the charter, shareholder resolutions, capital contribution documents, and other internal records. But while they may seem routine, hidden issues in these documents can have serious legal implications. In this video, we explore the most common red flags in Vietnamese corporate documents and how they can impact your M&A transaction if not identified early. 1. Missing or invalid charter. The company's charter is the foundational legal document that governs its structure, powers, and internal rules. In many Vietnamese companies, especially small and medium enterprises, the charter is outdated or inconsistent with current laws. Some charters may lack required content, contain provisions that conflict with the law on enterprises, or fail to reflect recent ownership changes. An invalid or improperly updated charter can render corporate actions legally questionable and may require amendment before the deal can proceed. 2. Unregistered or delayed capital contributions. A common red flag is the failure to complete capital contributions within the legally prescribed timeline. Under Vietnamese law, shareholders must contribute registered capital within 90 days, from the issuance of the business registration certificate or from the agreed investment schedule. If the contribution is delayed or never completed, it creates legal uncertainty about shareholder rights and ownership structure. Legal due diligence must verify that all capital contributions have been fully paid, properly documented, and reflected in both internal records and official registration. 3. Lack of proper share transfer documentation. In many Vietnamese companies, shares or capital contributions have changed hands without proper documentation or without being registered with the authorities. This creates discrepancies between actual ownership and what is reflected in official records. Legal due diligence often uncovers share transfer agreements that were never signed, never notarized, or never filed with the local Department of Finance. These omissions raise serious legal questions about who legally owns the company and whether the seller even has the right to sell. 4. Missing or inconsistent resolutions. Corporate decisions such as changes in shareholders, investment capital, company name, or legal representative must be backed by written resolutions or meeting minutes. Many Vietnamese companies lack complete records of these decisions or have unsigned or conflicting versions. Legal due diligence must confirm that all material decisions were properly approved in accordance with the charter and law, and that supporting resolutions exist are valid and align with the changes registered with the authorities. 5. Invalid appointment of legal representative. The legal representative is the person authorized to bind the company in legal and commercial matters. In some cases, the legal representative listed on the business registration certificate is no longer active, has resigned, or was never validly appointed under the company's charter. This creates uncertainty over who has authority to act on behalf of the company, sign contracts, or represent it in legal proceedings. A mismatch between official records and actual management is a critical red flag. 6. Inconsistent investment certificates or licensing. For foreign invested enterprises, inconsistencies between the Investment Registration Certificate (IRC), Enterprise Registration Certificate (ERC), and business license can cause compliance issues. For example, the registered business lines may not match across certificates, or amendments may have been made in practice without being officially updated. This can result in regulatory violations, particularly in conditional business sectors where licensing is tightly controlled. Legal due diligence must reconcile all certificates and confirm they are current, consistent, and compliant. 7. Failure to register charter amendments. Amendments to the charter, such as adding new shareholders, increasing capital, or changing management, must be registered with the authorities within a specific timeline. Many companies fail to complete this step or submit incomplete documents, resulting in legal inconsistencies between internal records and public data. These inconsistencies can delay or invalidate a transaction if discovered late. Buyers must ensure that all changes are properly registered and reflected in the latest official records. 8. Undisclosed or informal agreements among shareholders. In some Vietnamese companies, especially privately held ones, shareholders have side agreements or understandings that are not documented or disclosed. These could relate to profit sharing, voting rights, or sale restrictions. Such informal arrangements pose risks to investors, particularly if they create obligations that survive the transaction. Legal due diligence should involve direct questioning of the sellers, and review of any unofficial shareholder agreements that may affect control or value. At LTS Law, we treat corporate document review as more than a formality. We cross-check all records against applicable laws, detect inconsistencies, and assess the legal consequences of missing or flawed documentation. We also guide clients on how to resolve red flags before closing, from drafting missing resolutions to amending charters or regularizing capital contributions. Our goal is to ensure that what you acquire is clean, compliant, and legally secure. Before you sign any M&A deal in Vietnam, make sure you know exactly what lies within the company's legal foundation. Let LTS Law help you uncover and address red flags in corporate documents before they become deal breakers. Visit lts.com.vn to learn more or schedule a consultation. Because in legal matters, what you don't see can hurt you, and we make sure you see it all.